I want health insurance because I fall sick quite often. Sickness is there, so I want that packaged. I'm driving a motor car or my bike, right? I can't be on the road because NTSA on my neck. I must have that insurance.
Yes.
But when it comes to life insurance and talking about then legacy, that is a gray area where many say, hey, what are you saying? What exactly are you saying? So for those of us who do not understand how critical it is in terms of legacy planning and the need to have life insurance, why is it important then to switch and start saying, as much as you have health insurance, which is great, and you have motor vehicle insurance, it's important for you to plan about your legacy and the future through the life plan?
No, I do agree with you. And I would say it's bring the focus back to you and probably accepting, I am a mortal.
Yeah.
And there are these people that I love and cherish very much.
Yeah.
And these are the people who have been working to make sure that they have good health insurance. That the people why I bought that big car so they can be driven wherever they need to go.
Comprehensive cover.
Yes, comprehensive cover. When they go to hospital, the best wing in the hospital. But if you're not there, your savings will take them for 3 months. What about after 3 months? There'll be a rambe for the funeral. After that, people will be gone. So yes, what will your spouse do? What will your children do? Maybe even their parents and other brothers and sisters who depend on you, what will they do? Yes. So it is important to make sure that you do have that life cover in place. And we also have other products which complement it, such that in case you're not too sure or you're not confident they're able to manage their money, we do have what we call trust services as well. So the money can be paid into a trust, and the trustees now pay for the daily living expenses. So your job is just your beneficiary just comes and brings the school fees. Let's say you've got a brother, maybe you're sure he doesn't take care of money very well, but you're going to enjoy it. So all they need to do is just be bringing an invoice for school fees, and they'll sort out your child. Bring the invoice for rent, and the trust will pay out for the rent. If it's about shopping, they'll give an allowance and say, fine, bring me receipts in your back. That way, you're sure that your child will be well taken care of. Then your child turns over, let's say 21, 25, depending on what you decide. They get the balance of the funds to go and manage and live their life.
How do you start the legacy planning conversation whereby a trust would come into part of that for the future? But where do you start from if you've never saved a dime in your life and you're realizing, okay, snap, something could happen later? How do you start the conversation? Where do you begin? What do you put away? 500 shillings? 5,000? What do you do?
Okay. Let me say, if I was to take the legacy planning discussion to a bigger picture, even beyond the whole life and the trust, I would say many families in Kenya are already in the process of building wealth. Okay? You either have got your plot somewhere, you have your savings or investment somewhere, you've got your vehicle. Okay? Those are assets which are of significant value. Okay? So you could start from the basics of, let me put down a list of everything that I do own and have a will prepared. Okay? Over and above that, you're very clear about what needs to be done. Okay? Then the question is what I have enough to take care of the family? Okay? Then I said they gave an estimate of how much you should be thinking of making sure you can protect them. 4 to 8 years of salary. Depends on your age. The older you are, then the fewer the years. The younger you are, the more you need to set aside. Yeah. So those details we can come and have a one-on-one discussion with Britam or any other provider and a financial advisor as well. Then you can start saving up. And even here at Britam, you can start saving with as low as for a whole life product for 3,000 shillings per month. Yes, to get a cover of 5 million shillings.
Over how long?
10 years. You pay for 10 years. So if you do 5 million times 120, that comes to approximately 600,000 or so.
Per
Total payments.
Oh, you would pay a total
yeah.
of 600,000 and you would have a cover for 5 million.
Yes.
Okay, so let's do some.
Yes.
So you pay 3,000 shillings. This is just as an example. If you wanted to do something to get 5 million, Bob, you pay 3,000 shillings a month for 10 years. At the end of 10 years, 5 million shillings is given to whom if you're still alive?
No.
Okay,
You get
let's
5
explain.
million shillings growing at 3%.
Yeah.
It'll come when you pass on.
When you die.
When you die. Not at the end of 10 years. You stop making the 5,000 shillings payment at the end of the 10 years.
10 years.
But now, you've planned for your family
Yeah.
in the eventuality you're not around. But if you're still alive, you're still working, you're still making money, you can still provide for them.
So what happens to that money? It has to wait until you
Yes,
pass on.
until you pass on.
Okay, so say that again, because I'm sure that flew over the head of a lot of people here.
All right.
You're
Okay.
paying 3,000 shillings per month
For 10 years.
for 10 years. And what you are for a payout of 5 million shillings when you pass on.
Yes.
And so, because this is what is growing at 3%.
Yes.
So, if you don't pass on, where is that money?
No, you will pass on.
No.
Yes.
At the end of 10 years, you've not passed on.
Yeah.
Oh, no. We keep the money as Britain.
Yeah. Yes.
So that's why we build what we call our reserves. All right. And we pay out on any death at any point in the year. Yes.
Okay. So, obviously, your people must know that there's such an agreement here. So that in the event that something happens to you,
Yes.
somebody can then go say, "Hi, Britam, and this has unfortunately happened. How can we start getting into this?" Right?
Yes.
Because you would have left instructions.
Yes.
Okay.
You should leave instructions.
Yeah.
Yes. I think that's why I started off from like a will and any other documentation.
Yeah.
So your policy document should be one of those
One
things.
of those things.
Yes.
Okay. Now, what are some of the factors then that have to be considered for you to start? Do I just say, well, I can put aside 5,000, I can put aside 10,000, and we can just go for it? Or are there other things that you have to look into?
As an individual, when you're coming to buy it, I would say first look at how much you can be able to afford. That's a good starting point. But also think about how much coverage you do need. I gave the ratio of 4 to 8 years. And in my view, you can be able to, even if you can't make it, let's say, to the 8 years and you need to, and let's say you planned for, say, 30 million shillings, but the premium I have can only buy maybe 10 million. Start with the 10 million. It will be growing by 3%. Maybe your income and circumstances will improve within the next 3-5 years. You can buy the additional 20 million at that point. Yes. So the maximum age with which you can you need to buy a whole life cover is by the time you're 65. Yes.
Yeah. And I mean,